Hey, moron!
You talking to me? You talking to me?
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello?
What an idiot!
Well, what do you expect? I'm the movie moron.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Don't call me stupid.
Oh, right! To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people! I've known sheep that could outwit you.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
No, none taken.
That's right, none taken. And I am your host, Easton Moore from the Movie Moron.
I'm very important. I have many leather-bound books.
That's why you turned the computer away. I knew you were up to something.
And with me, as always, is the practical co-host himself. Oh, it's not switching. There we go.
I'm a bedwetter.
Trevor Landry.
I'm a bedwetter?
Uh-huh.
Is that what that said?
By Jack Sparrow.
I'm so scared for mine.
I'll see you guys later. This is my last official podcast. To be fair, though, I thought...
At least it's not me this time.
I really thought you were going to say, hello, I'm Easton Moron, the movie moron. But you didn't.
I definitely just hit their thing, which you guys are looking at. And then my lovely wife and all-time guest, Tristan.
I shagged her. I did not prep these with any of them at all, and I might beep that one.
What?
Because I didn't get these pre-approved.
Water!
Or,
gonna need some water!
Or record them. We might record and scrap all of this intro, and you'll just get a weird blank cut from one to the next. But
Oh my goodness.
those will switch week to week, so you guys will get
Fun.
some fun.
Can I not be called a bedwetter?
Oh yeah, no, you'll be something else. We'll just move it around. But yes, I am the Movie Moron, and this is the Movie Moron podcast. Thank you guys all for listening. And during the theme song, we were all jamming out, and I'm just thinking it really fits the podcast well.
Yeah, it does.
I like it.
Yeah, those guys
I like
that
it a lot.
recorded it and played all those instruments did a really good job. And are not bedwetters.
He's atting himself.
Yes, he is, and he's a little salty at the moment.
Un poco salt.
But yeah, anyways, so this week we are doing a much anticipated,
The most highly anticipated movie of the year.
probably the most anticipated MCU type movie in the past year, I'd say, right?
I would say so. Did you see all those trailers? My goodness.
Yeah. We're doing Morbius. I'm not going to beat around the bush any longer. And yes, we are all very, very excited.
So excited.
The most excitedest.
Yeah. So if you have not seen the movie, which is most of you, pre-recommendation, you can keep it that way and just listen to our episode instead.
Or just find that Twitter that
I was about to say.
Did all
Maybe I need to go back and read that actually because I fell asleep.
I'm gonna see if I can. How did I guess? When Easton told me you guys went to go see us at 8:00, I had my suspicions. I was
okay.
like,
To be fair, Easton fell asleep before me.
in the movie?
I did. It was so boring, and it was trying so hard to be an action horror.
Yeah,
and it did not land.
Yeah,
we're just going into general thoughts, kind of, and I'll start with this is the dumbest plot I think I've ever seen in any movie ever.
Oh, you mean the same plot that's in every single origin movie?
Okay, wait, but the plot.
Years.
Let me get this straight.
Don't spoil anything.
Okay.
But
He's crippled.
yes. That
And
is in
he's
the trailer.
trying to
He is
find a
crippled
a
cure
cure
to his disease.
Yes. Okay. And he
Does
did, and
with
it's
bats.
dangerous
Vampire bats.
with vampire bats.
He found he could.
That he is family with them.
Didn't he watch Full Metal Alchemist? He's playing with fire here.
No, I don't think Morbius, whatever his
I
actual
didn't know-
in-character name is.
Michael Morbius.
Is it a spoiler that he's a good guy? Is that a spoiler?
I mean, a little
think
bit, but
he's
whatever.
I mean, he's an anti-hero.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not anything crazy.
It's just
You can
Morbius and
cut
Venom are
that
just
out.
trying to be Deadpool, and that's all they're trying to be.
If this was
okay,
trying to
but
be
the first
Deadpool,
Venom is would
First
Deadpool?
Venom's okay.
the first
Oh,
Venom
Venom.
is good. I liked it.
I don't know about good, but
yeah.
it's okay.
It's
But
enjoyable.
you know what? You're entitled to your opinion, and I'm not going to shame you for it.
Thank
I
you,
am.
but you already did.
Oh. I'm trying to find this Daniel Espinosa, the director of Morbius. I'm trying to find this Twitter thread, and I can't find it.
Did you guys
Sorry.
hear my jaw pop when I opened my
No.
mouth earlier? Okay, good.
No, and I'm sorry that y'all are hearing me pop on the mic.
Yo, turn me up on my microphone.
So I can bless God's
people.
sorry, they're in a mood. So get ready for this for the whole entire podcast.
Well, if we
I'm
can't-
getting myself up. I am hyping. I'm getting
hyping
it.
it up in here.
I'm going
I got
good.
you. I got you.
Yep, she getting it with her Victoria's Secret basic white girl blanket.
You're not supposed to tell people that. You
They can see it on the camera.
It's a pink striped blanket that I did not purchase. Okay,
Is
That
it
is
from
very
Victoria's
true.
Secret?
Yeah,
it's a gift. It was a gift.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, it's not soft.
it's not soft at all. It's kind of a bad blanket.
It's like beach. It's like a beach time.
Yeah, but you don't take that to the beach.
Okay,
like it's
well,
not a beach towel.
Is it warm?
I mean, it's covers on you, so
It's a light blanket.
it's
we are
like,
so off topic. There is so much.
Listen, I would rather talk about literally anything else.
There's so much bad stuff to talk about this movie.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm
So-
ready.
General thoughts?
What's
Is that
bad?
Yeah,
wrong?
general thoughts.
It's bad. It's real bad. I take that back. Okay, the acting I thought was fine.
I liked
I thought Jared Leto and,
the boy.
and British man who's Doctor Who
Garbage.
did pretty okay. I thought the script for like character to character dialogue
Garbage.
was fine. But big picture, the editing is what
Garbage.
ruins this
Oh,
movie.
I hated the little stringy colors.
Yeah. Do you get what I was saying when I told you about how it's just an attack on the senses the whole time? It's just
Okay, so we didn't see it in Dolby.
oh,
Thank goodness.
But I can totally
But
see
I-
where you're
yeah.
coming from
Yeah.
because
When
it still tried.
yeah, when we were in the theater, I was like, "This is what Trevor meant," and I'm so glad we're not in Dolby right now.
yeah, because it's rough, especially toward the end when there's like some all out fight stuff and they're like landing on pipes. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, no.
I honestly don't remember a single I don't remember much from this movie. That's how bad it was.
I don't
You
remember a
the
lot
fast
either.
action sequences that would slow down for no reason.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder
That
is the
happened
blueprint. Looking at you, 300.
All the time. All the slow mos.
Yeah, yeah. I just remember every single action scene being so over the top, but so so forgettable.
Yeah.
Uninspiring is like the big word that kept coming to my mind. And there was another one. Oh dang! I just realized I don't have my phone, which I took notes on. However, yeah, that's one thing I kept on thinking. Is like this just feels so like, yeah.
I
Basic.
remember
Below
because
basic.
they did the little slow mo a lot. They did it a lot, but and when it
And
finished, it wasn't anything big.
Yeah, not good.
It was
payoffs
literally
either.
like, yeah,
just like, oh, he
He punched him.
Yeah, or like they're in the air falling now. We're just gonna make this one specific part slow motion for some stupid.
and then it
reason.
like speeds up so fast. It's like
So
slow,
fast.
slow, it's like that.
And I'm not a big fan of the like half teleportation movement, where he would like move really quickly and then have to like just his design in general. I know people are hating on like the Morbius look when he's in like a vampire state, I guess. I hate that. I know people are hating on it. I don't mind it, But it's the other stuff with it that I didn't care for.
That was the only thing I actually thought was decent. Was
and, like, the echolocation thing was kind of cool.
Yeah, with the eyes.
Ooh, that was
and his
freaky.
eyes. And I the only thing I think I actually did like was the fluidity of his face changing back and forth.
Yes,
It was well done, and like it worked. Like
Yes.
so you could see when he was turning, and like it was kind of a emotional fluidity state. And I thought that was the only good thing the movie did.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think now I don't think that happens all the time. I think some of those fight scenes are real bad in terms of CGI. But yeah, when he's
No, the CGI was garbage. However, what they did with that was good.
Yes, when he's
with
like
the faces and the things.
Yeah, when they're like in a conversation and he changes for like a second. That's pretty seamless.
And there's also like it's like it like move, like it's not just vampire or not vampire, like
it's morphing.
Yeah, well, and like there's different states. Like he can be like transition and like not fully transition, be like 30% vampire Morpheus or whatever. And I thought that would like all that was actually pretty cool. But I remember that being the only thing that I really enjoyed, which is not a lot. But however, talking about the one thing I did enjoy, I will also say a thank you to the director for one thing and one thing only, for making this an hour and 40 minutes, to not put us through a 3-hour garbage fest of a movie. So thank you.
A 3-hour tour. Wait, this was supposed to be 3 hours?
No. I'm saying thank you to the producers or director or whoever made this an hour and 40 minutes.
So the editors
thank you
for
not forcing us for a 2 hour and 45-minute Morbius movie that would have been an extra hour of more garbage. That's the one thing I want to personally thank the director for.
I will say this though, it felt like 2.5 hours. There are so many times when I was like, where is this going? What is coming next? And then we get the thing, like the main feud, and that's like 2/3 of the movie. It's just fighting.
Yeah. Which is completely uneventful.
So
it's
now
not,
I'm
it's
wondering,
Very uneventful. Yes.
uninspired, like the like build up between who fights and why they fight and all of that is completely just garbage. It was so poorly written. Like there's supposed to be this huge emotional weight behind who he's fighting and why he's fighting and like all that. And I did not care one bit for either. I didn't care if Morbius died or if he killed the other person. Like I didn't care.
For real.
Like it didn't matter. I don't care if they both died. Like the whole entire movie, you're supposed to be rooting for Morbius to find this cure, but I really didn't. Like he never made himself this character that like they tried to make him this doctor that was like all nice and stuff, and it never really.
Well, he didn't. There wasn't a lot of time on screen with him with his patients, or like, I don't know. I just didn't feel really connected to him.
Yeah, and the first scene was also a terrible directing choice.
What was that?
The
Yes,
movie.
I agree.
The movie starts with him in the Batcave with the knife.
Oh yeah,
That's how it starts, and it's like
that was weird.
And then it goes back in time, and it
then
never
jumps, but doesn't tell you that it jumped.
Yeah, and it never tells you like when it gets back to the like.
Okay, yeah, I didn't
it's so
know
poorly
that
done.
It jumped.
It's just every aspect of this movie was like when I was watching the movie, I was seriously thinking whoever had any hand in this movie should probably never be in the business again because everything was bad. There wasn't one thing, like I guess I said one thing and the other one was a joke. So one CGI bit. So whoever had the technology, like whoever did the technology CGI for his face, you can keep your job. The rest of you
fired.
Find something else. Go be a car salesman. Go whatever. That's just the generic. Like anybody can get the job.
McDonald's is hiring $17 an hour.
Yeah, go get a Target job for $20 an hour.
Are you kidding me? I'll do that.
I think 24. I have a friend that works at Target that makes like $24 or $25 an hour.
I'll do that.
Tristan, we've gone over this when we went to Target, and you're like, "Holy cow! They get starting pay like $4 more than me, and you're a specialist in your field."
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't have to talk about pay. I'm not bitter.
Are you sure?
Absolutely not.
I really think that there's so many. I mean, there's not a lot to say for like non-spoiler stuff. Like, there's so many plot holes in this,
and there's not even like I don't even know what to say when it comes to spoiler because like there's no real story here.
No, there's not.
And I will be honest, Tristan and I watched this movie. I want to set the whole stage here. We watched this movie at 8:00 in the afternoon. Well, I guess that's evening.
8:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, 8:00 in the evening, and I was falling asleep during the movie, and Tristan was also falling asleep in the movie.
After him, everyone.
Yeah, I was having a really hard time staying awake during this movie. Really hard time. And I do not fall. I have fallen asleep a couple times in the movie theater, but we've also seen probably 145 movies in the movie theaters in the past 3 years. And I've fallen asleep during like maybe 2 of those.
Yeah.
And most of those are like when we go at 10:30 at night and like I do remember I fell asleep during Batman, my second viewing, and that's because I went out drinking beforehand, which I guess I did that this time too. I'd already seen it once, and we didn't start the movie until 11:20.
Oof.
Welcome to my world, my man.
Yeah, which I don't do. But I'm setting the stage here. 8:00, so like it didn't start till 8:20. I was having a hard time staying awake, and this is an hour and 40-minute movie, and I stayed up until 1:30 in the morning after the movie. So obviously I wasn't tired.
Yeah.
It was not a tired issue. And I actually felt like the movie was really fast. And that's probably because I was in and out of sleep. Like that like weird state of like you're there, but also like I don't know. You have moments of where like and also like the scenes were so like unemotional.
Unemotional, fast. There's no, my guy. There's no like break at all. There's no. I was telling Tristan this when I told her it's like an attack on our senses. There's no. Everything is fast paced all the time. We never get a chance to slow down, and when we do get a chance, there are still fast things happening. And you see this in the trailer, so I'm going to say it. There are times when like he is in his lab and he's doing things slowly, but there's a CGI vat of bats behind him that is moving so fast. So even in elements of slowness, we are still getting this fast-paced thing. And all the music is dramatic. It's heavy, basic, dramatic, almost so repetitive that it's boring to transition us between these scenes.
There were times that I felt like they were like, I know obviously the Batman came out, like the Batman has nothing to do with this movie. Who like the director, anybody, they didn't see Batman like, oh, let's copy that. But I felt like it had a similar soundtrack at times and did not deserve it at all. That's the difference of like a soundtrack like boosts and like lifts up and like supports. I'm not finding the right word. A good movie and will make it better, but it makes it worse in a bad movie.
Yes,
because it feels like it's being this thing, like this is an epic, this is a deep, emotional, dark world, and we're like showing and bringing it all up through the music, but this is just bad. Like this is like kindergarten script level stuff, and like you're trying to like boost that with dark, heavy music, and I felt a lot, and I'm like, this does not match the tone that it should have.
Absolutely not.
The scenes were really dark too. I noticed that they had very dark shots.
Dark is not good.
Yeah, and luckily, I mean, I'll give it this. It wasn't. Yes, most of the movie is like at night. Okay, I tell you what, I did chuckle at one scene. There's a scene, and this isn't what relates to the plot, because guess what? The plot is super basic. But there's a part. Is that me? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
There's a moment where he's talking with somebody, and they put a cup of coffee down in the sunlight, and they're like, "Try it, have a sip." And then he's like, "I'm not that kind of vampire," or something like that.
Yeah.
There are a couple little gems in there like that where I'm like, okay, that's genuinely funny and it fits this scenario.
See, that's the thing is
that's
that
like 0.5%.
it's also just it's also it is trying to be a Marvel movie, and so it really tries to throw in these Marvel.
I did not get Marvel
jokes.
vibes from this movie.
I'm saying it's trying.
I know. I'm
Sony.
just telling.
Yeah.
Just telling you.
And like I felt like it tried to throw these like little 2-liner jokes in there ever so often, and just like Marvel, like some of them land and are funny, but a lot of them don't. And like we talked about this a little bit. Our theater laughed multiple times throughout the movie, and I was straight faced the whole time. Like there was like maybe a smirk.
Yeah,
I think is the most this movie got. But there were a couple jokes that were really bad, and our theater was like audibly laughing at that. Yeah, and
our theater was also packed.
Our theater was packed, but we were also not in Dolby. We were in a smaller theater.
But still,
yeah,
every seat was taken.
Yeah. Mine was pretty quiet for the most part, but we also went later. We went at 10 p.m.
And you went opening night.
We went opening. Well, yeah, we went Friday. Yeah, I think it opened Thursday night. Yeah. But I remember. So I think the crowd was just a little older, but I don't remember a whole lot of people laughing, which is good, I think.
No, that is good.
Yeah.
It made me lose faith in humanity that people were laughing at these
I have
crappy jokes. Yeah, Tristan.
Did they ever say that hang on,
Morbius?
The bats.
Oh.
Did they ever say that the bats were vampire bats?
No, but I think it's just assumed.
Okay.
No, yeah, because they're talking about when they first see him, they're like, these bats can rip apart a 10-pound predator in no time, or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think I
think they assumed that it would be too on the nose to call them vampire bats, but then the rest of the movie was nothing but on the nose shit. So
I didn't make the vampire connection until the movie did for me. And I was so confused because I remember that scene, Trevor, that you were talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like,
the joke, I'm not that kind of vampire.
Yeah. And I'm like, wait, he's a vampire now?
I also think it's funny that it just is like, oh yeah, he's a vampire, not a like
hybrid
thing or like whatever.
Yeah.
Like it just is like, oh yeah, I took this weird serum and I drink blood to survive, but I'm gonna go ahead and just call myself a vampire.
Yeah.
When vampires are like a very specific thing in like history, not like real history, obviously, but historical fiction books,
mystical
fiction books of like, they're of the devil. They don't have souls. They like crosses hurt them and holy water hurts, all that kind of stuff. And so he's just like, I am a vampire, just not that type of vampire. It just felt like it was a really. I didn't like that part of it.
It just made me confused.
I'm sorry if you're confused during this movie. That's
if I'm being honest,
pretty rough.
Easton Moore.
Easton moron.
Was pretty good.
Easton
Rude.
movie moron.
Yes.
His movie or middle name?
What?
Man, I'm done talking about this nonsense. Let's get into spoilers so I can rip into this movie.
Haven't you been ripping it? No, we've.
Alrighty then.
Listen, that was okay. I dug that.
That one's Trevor approved.
My man, we need to get you we need to get a sample pad in here so you can just tap it and have it go.
Yeah.
Listen,
this is a work in progress.
So if anyone wants to give us donate some money to us, my OnlyFans is T Landreth.
Oh my word!
If you want to come join it, then we can get us some money to get a new digital interface.
Yeah, he does some pretty wild stuff in there.
I do.
Like
lots of like chocolate pudding kind of stuff and like
I just remember a video of you had bongos, but then you also had like a kick drum at the same time. It was really wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I was naked.
Oh, I must have just been listening to it because I don't remember the naked part.
Nah, that's okay.
Probably
better.
Shit.
Like I said,
this is going
I
way
really
off track.
hate this conversation.
It's a lot of chocolate pudding.
I really thought we were going to make a joke that OnlyFans isn't just for porn, but you just decided to go and just make it's just for porn.
Isn't that what it is?
No.
It's like 97%.
It is 97.
I thought it was.
No. OnlyFans was made for
It is. It's like, yeah, you could subscribe and like.
It was made for creators to make like other products.
So like if I wanted to do online lessons and not take on students, people like I could make an OnlyFans and people could subscribe to me to like see me play stuff or like get online lessons. But
stuff like that. Yeah, but there are no restrictions on the videos you could post and the pictures you could post. So they really gravitated towards it.
Like a year or two ago when like when OnlyFans like became self-aware, they were like, "Wait, people are using our site for what?"
Yeah.
And I love seeing TikToks of people where it was like the like CEO and he's like 96% or something.
Yeah, there were some pretty good jokes. But I hope you did not lean into my joke, and I do not appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay though.
I also don't have an OnlyFans, so please don't look for me.
Yes, that was a joke. If you find a T-Landreth perk on there, you're not going to find what you are expecting. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and do recommendations. Do you guys recommend the movie?
No.
No.
Oh my goodness. No.
Okay.
Easton?
No, this is one of the worst movies I've seen in a while. Oh, here's the question for the podcast that I feel like it's gonna create some more unneeded hate on us all. Is this movie better or worse than The Power of the Dog?
Ooh.
Worse. Wait.
Do you think Morbius is better or worse than The Power of the Dog?
They're so different. I don't know.
I gotta check my letter.
What would you rather recommend somebody watch? This or The Power of the Dog? That's what that means.
This. Morbius.
Okay. Damn, that's rough.
No, actually, you know what, Easton? This question changes for you. I would recommend The Power of the Dog over this. Would you recommend Morbius or West Side Story?
Oh, West Side Story for sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What about this or Don't Look Up?
Oh, I'd recommend this over Don't Look Up.
I would rather watch Don't Look Up again than watch this.
No. That was awful.
I would much rather, and I would recommend Don't Look Up because I also feel like there are some
What
people.
about The Power of the Dog?
Yeah, what about Power of the Dog?
I think The Power of the Dog, but
listen. This one is quick.
Like it is.
You can fall asleep.
It is 15 minutes shorter than The Power of the Dog, but I feel like that at least has some good performances and some good scenery and stuff. Although I hate the plot and hate all of everything that I said for an hour and 20 minutes in our Power of the Dog episode. And I also am literally going to put myself through The Power of the Dog again to see what other people see in the movie that I seem to have missed.
Since it lost Best Picture, I'm like, forget it. I'm done with it now.
I still just want to
Sure.
Just as a film,
You don't have to invite me to that.
No,
me either. I tell you what, at least with this, I would rather watch. I have Don't Look Up rated higher than I have this, but I would definitely watch this again because at least I could make fun of it and just be.
I forgot about ratings. No, I have to really think about it.
You're welcome. Let's do this, man. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to talk about some plot holes. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and take a break, and then we have to spend more time talking about this movie.
Give me the bottle.
Okay. Not as funny on that one. Give me the bottle. I'm going to need a bottle. I'm going to need a bottle for this one. That's what we're going to do while we take a break. That's Jack Sparrow asking for the bottle of rum. That's what we're going to need.
Now that you have explained it, I understand.
Okay. We'll be back in a couple seconds.
Refill time?
It is refill time.
Oh, yeah.
For all of us. All of you listening probably need a refill too. All right. We'll be back in a second.
Hey, moron!
You talking to me? You talking to me?
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello?
What an idiot!
Well, what do you expect?
on the movie Moron.
All right, and we are back.
We're back.
Uh,
I need to learn how to say that in Spanish.
Sounds great. For the spoiler part, so we get to talk about Morbius for another 20 minutes.
Well, it's your lucky day.
Yeah, except it's not.
I'm gonna have fun with this over the next couple weeks, learning all these. But yeah, we're doing spoilers. So, what do you guys want to talk about on this very adventurous,
I want to talk about
fulfilling, full, deep, emotionally invested story?
pass. No, I want to talk about what's his name.
Talk about you and me.
Milo.
What's my name?
Milo.
Milo. Yes. Okay. So we see.
You're talking about the antagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see the ant. Yeah. So Milo shows up to the lab, right? And he's like, Morbius, you're dying, in his little British Doctor Who accent.
Yeah.
Morbius, you're dying. What can I do? And then he writes blood on the window. Where did he get the blood? No one knows. But also
Himself.
Well, why did he just drink that blood? So also he goes and we see him look at the 2 vials of stuff, but he moves past it. And then that's it. And then in the next scene we see him in, when he's in the jail, suddenly he has the Morbius serum.
No, he grabbed one.
Yeah, he grabbed one.
I don't think he does.
No,
I
does.
specifically
he
remember.
grabs the blue artificial blood.
Yeah.
And then he grabs, like, later.
One of the serums.
Yeah, later he grabs the serum.
Yeah.
I don't want to rewatch this movie, but I don't believe either of you.
Well, look at what the director said.
I will. Right?
Okay.
Look at what the director said.
Yeah.
That was the only complaint Trevor had of the
other
movie.
one is,
So
why does he need a lab underground when he returns to the lab in the hospital? What is the purpose of that?
what?
He goes to the underground lab and he fights those dudes. He's like, "Look, you can keep your money. I'm not going to hurt you. I
fell
want your
asleep
lab.
after that, so I
just
don't
want your
know.
lab." And then they're like, "Yeah, we're tough." And then he runs them all out anyway. And then a couple scenes later, he returns to his lab in the hospital to like do work. So why did he need that lab underground?
I don't know.
Because he's stupid.
Another thing.
That's okay.
So the lady doctor, Martine.
Okay.
So she, in the beginning, is like, Morbius, this is unethical. It's not right. We can't be doing this. And then he doesn't give like there's no convincing. There's no like, but I'm doing this for the greater good. There's no like turn of hand.
Yeah, I noticed
nothing.
that too.
It's just automatic. Oh yeah, I'll commit this thing with you. I'll do this with you.
Yeah, he's like, basically like, if I get in trouble, then you get in trouble. And she's like, okay.
She's like, bet, love of my life.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yes. The bat thing I thought was weak. I mean, I made like whatever. Like he goes into the vat and he has the whole monologue of like, I feel like they accept me as their brother.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then so he just controls them now. Is that what happens? Is that the thing that happens next?
I feel like this is just a shitty Batman character.
It really is a supernatural bad Batman.
Yeah, like because in the original, well, not the original, the Dark Knight trilogy, he does control bats. Now there's science behind it, but it controls the bats. So like,
Yes.
in this, he's just like, I'm one of them now.
Yeah.
Because
I
also
can make him beat the crap out of this other guy who is injected with the same thing that I am.
yeah, it also doesn't make any. I do want to talk about that later, but it also like gives him special powers that vampire bats don't have, which doesn't make any sense. Like the serum stuff, the whole serum plot's stupid. Like it somehow makes him be able to teleport, and like the teleport stuff is really the thing that just doesn't make any sense. The echo sound stuff, stupid, but that's
whatever.
what bats have it. It was cool, but bats have it, so it makes sense. Drinking blood, I don't think vampires, like the vampire bats, just have to drink, but I think they can also just eat like normal people and eat like
Right.
meat.
Yeah.
Because they devour a whole entire cow right outside the calf.
Yeah.
Outside the cave.
Right outside the calf.
Yeah.
Where
They eat a calf outside the calf. And so like it just doesn't really make sense why a vampire bat is the reason that he somehow has this weird
He's
power.
Not a vampire bat, an emperor bat.
The fuck are you talking about?
That's what they call them. They call them emperor bats.
Okay, when he was dissecting one of the bats,
And he pulled out his little pustule.
yeah, why did he do that?
I think that's the thing that was secreting the enzyme that allowed the bats to drink
Blood and
yeah.
get nutrients and be able to survive off of it.
Right.
It was him studying the bats to like try to figure out like I honestly don't know what his condition is, really. They never really go really into it.
It's just
other than like what he needs to circulate his blood basically.
Yeah,
every
because they say,
3 times a day.
Yeah, in the beginning they say that the blood. Yeah, they run the blood through a whatever machine it's called.
Yeah,
they run it through 3 times a day. But
recycle.
Yeah,
I don't think it's recycle.
No,
that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
It?
However, so somehow he thought, okay, these people can eat blood, so if I can just drink blood, therefore I can not have to do this cycle blood thing and I can live longer. And then at the same time, he's like, I did it. Oh no, I have to drink blood now. Like where did his plan? What was his end thought?
Right.
Like
right.
If the whole reason why he's doing this is because he has to somehow like recycle his blood and he's doing this thing to get him a serum where he can then drink blood, why is he freaking out and think he has a curse because he now has to drink blood?
Right.
The whole thing that he did the thing for in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe the reason was because listen, I'll start with I agree with you, but I think the reason is because like he lost control the first time, and so now he's like, I have this uncontrollable urge to drink blood, but that is so like hit or miss, like because then there are other. So what causes him to freak out? Is it that he doesn't have blood and he needs it, so he like goes red, so to speak, and like kills
blacks
people?
out?
Yeah, because that happens a lot in the movie, and then he never goes as ham as he did on the ship. Also, are there just like a bunch of vampires walking around now? Because Homegirl woke up and she was like, and we can only assume she's a vampire now. But guess what? That happened
one
to
else did.
literally everyone else.
Yeah.
So like, is there just like 24 vampires walking around now?
I guess we're just gonna have to wait for Morbius 2.
I don't like hearing that in my ears.
Also, fuck this movie for ending the way it did. That was the stupidest ending I have seen in a long time.
What happened?
It ended with her opening her eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And I was just like, I saw it happen. And like, I saw it like zoom in. I'm like, she's going to open her eyes and the movie's going to end.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this can't be
It was
real.
pretty. Yeah.
You can't be this bad at making movies that this is how you end the movie. Like
Right.
you can't have a $200 million budget and be this stupid. You just can't. That should not be able to happen.
Well, it did.
It kind of felt like they basically like stole little parts from every movie they've ever seen and just turned it into this.
For real.
Sony, you make fantastic video games. I've spent so much money on your video games.
And you make great audio equipment.
Yes. Don't make any movies.
Yeah, stop it.
Just stop.
Stick to
You're
the
not good
video
at
game.
it.
Stick to the stuff you know. If you want to be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the flow. Oh no. Stick to the status quo.
You hear that, Sony? Stick to what you know, and it ain't fucking movies. Okay?
Snap.
Because you have been losing money on movies for so
Wait,
long.
What about Spider-Man?
That's technically
fair. The first 2 Spider-Man were okay.
How long ago was that?
I mean, it was a long time ago. Yeah, I agree.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, like 2003 maybe is when.
Maybe I need to re-look at Sony, and maybe they've made some good movies. But the only thing
Not
I
in the
can
past
think
2
of,
decades.
only thing I can think of is Venom that they've come out with. Technically, Uncharted would be Sony.
And that was mid.
Yeah, it was mid, but it did make money, I'm sure.
Well, it's Tom Stupid Holland.
Yeah, so
I'm
how much
sorry,
money do
Tom
they have
Holland,
to pay?
I do
for?
kind of like you, but you make me mad.
Because you're in so much right now. and play the same character.
Exactly.
And
We only like you because of Zendaya, okay?
we only
That's
like you
true.
because you're sexy.
Oh,
No, he looks like a child.
I
he does
mean,
look
he is a
really
child.
young. He's our age, kind of.
Not my age. Your homeboy's almost 30.
You're 2 years away from 30 and you're calling
1
yourself
year.
30.
I'm going to be 29 next month.
Yeah, well, is there a 8?
Which, if you'd like to donate money so we can buy a new digital interface, go for my birthday.
Oh my
go follow me on
gosh.
OnlyFans. You can.
He is not on OnlyFans. We've gone over this, and we do not want that. We've derailed so far that I forgot
Yeah.
the sentence I was saying. Oh yeah, Sony, stop making movies. You're done. You're done. Just please stop.
Immediately no.
Marvel, I don't
You're
want you to
done.
make movies
You're
either.
done.
I don't want you to make movies either, but you're not going to stop. I mean, neither is Sony, but I don't know. We just need to move. I cannot wait for this era of movies to be done.
Oh no.
What?
Oh wait. Okay, never mind. Okay, good. I just looked up Sony movies, and I saw things like Mitchell's versus the Machines, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I was like, what? But then I saw
They're producers.
No,
not
this is popular movies on PlayStation View Mobile. I was like, okay, woo, good.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they pay for some good movies.
Oh, they did Parallel Mothers. They're doing Father Stew. Yeah, if you can produce all you want. Stop directing.
Yeah.
Stop. They're doing Where the Crawdads Sing. Is that a book?
Yeah.
Have you
It's
read
a
it?
very popular book. No, I have not.
Be like Paramount or something.
Yes, please.
Like just be the money behind good projects. Don't make the projects.
That's right, because you ruin it.
Yeah, you can't do it, and that's fine. Not everyone can.
It's okay. Not everyone.
Not
is up
everyone
for
can.
everything, you know.
Disney did it. Like Disney has one thing they do well, and that's Pixar. All the rest of their stuff is garbo. So
Most of it, yeah, most of it.
I'm just kind of shitting on Marvel because I'm so tired of MCU. But
I'm a little excited for Multiverse of Madness. Please don't call me an MCU stan. I'm very sensitive.
I called them.
That's
MCU.
all
I-
we're
I
gonna
did
call
enjoy
you.
Our Twitter little back and forth there. I thought our guests were funny.
What, Tristan?
What?
What?
I forgot.
Trevor's really excited for Multiverse of Madness, and I called him I said that this is too similar of the hype of No Way Home, and you're being a Marvel simp, and I need you to stop because I thought you were better than this.
And then
You've let me down. I am disappointed.
And then he sent me a gif of Obi-Wan saying,
You were the chosen one. You were meant to destroy the Sith, not join them.
and I said, what up, Anakin, looking with the hood and his yellow eyes. No, I feel like I need to clear my name real quick, though. I'm excited. Okay, listen up, people.
Real close and personal.
This is Trevor Talk with Trevor. I am excited.
Usually what Trevor Talk means.
I am excited because it is supposed to be, from what Kevin Feige has told us, it is supposed to be the first horror MCU movie, not a film. MCU movie.
I'll believe it when I see it.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I was excited for. I was like, if MCU can figure out how to make sub-genre movies where we get detective Marvel movies, where we get horror Marvel movies, where we get adventure type Marvel movies, fantasy Marvel movies, I am all for it. Because Star Wars is starting to do that. Rogue One is a war movie. Han Solo is a heist movie. I want to see that kind of sub-genre
I know another
stuff.
heist movie.
What is it? Can you tell me?
Bad guys?
Fast and Furious.
I'm a lace switcher.
Big tank, bank fuller, real killer, die for my gang member.
We've had so many
Dope Miller.
Gorilla.
We've had so
Bank,
many
bank, lane
episodes. You guys
switcher.
are starting to sing the same songs.
It's true, but Trevor
Yeah.
started that one.
I didn't say
Trevor
nothing.
starts
You're-
all of them.
You're the one that sang it first.
She just said Fast and
Get off
Furious.
me.
You decided to sing it.
You sang Lane Switcher.
Prompted my brain.
Also, Lane Switches from F9, not the Fast and the Furious. So
Right there.
No one can see that.
It's a great poster.
it is a great poster.
I'm glad we decided on that one. I think that one really captures.
I want that on a shirt.
I really thought you were going to say, I want that tattooed on my back.
I want that tattooed on my back. I want a chest piece of that.
That poster right there, everyone that are listening. She
Actually,
wants
no.
a tattoo.
I want a thigh tattoo. It's this big.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then wraps around.
That'd be really cool, actually.
I would never do that.
Oh, please.
No. Why the heck would I do that?
I'll do it.
I'll put F9 on me somewhere.
Just the movie poster, like on your shoulder.
You're gonna get a damn F9 tramp stamp.
So
Listen,
funny.
I'll get it with you.
That'd be so funny.
I do not condone this. I do not want this.
Well, it's our bodies, Easton.
No, I'll get a face tat.
No,
It says
stop.
F9
Oh my god.
No.
right here. Actually, no, F9.
Oh
Stop
my
it.
gosh.
Like Post Malone, always tired.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Listen, this movie's real bad. And
There's a reason why we haven't talked about the movie a lot,
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
sorry,
just-
guys. It's just, if you've watched this movie, I think you understand where we're at. Like, I got done, and I'm like, I really don't know what I, like, I
Yeah.
watched the most standard crap I could have seen. Like,
I mean,
like there's like action movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s that were like not good movies, but they at least felt like obviously this movie tried, but they had something. But the movie that keeps coming to my head are like movies like The Expendables, which that's just a high cast movie, or like Battleship, which is a crap movie.
I forget that exists.
But at least like it had some fun stuff with it, and like you had characters that like still you were emotionally connected to, even though like it was forced emotion. It was at least good enough to make you emotionally invested to something.
Yeah.
And then like not Red Dawn,
I love Red Dawn.
but or Red. That's what I was thinking of. Like Red, another star-studded cast, but
Dang it, hang on. Oh, you said unemotional earlier, and probably just right now, but I really do think it was unemotional because even like we're talking about him with the girl wasn't super emotional. It didn't explain anything. They didn't really explore anything. It was just like, she's like, I'm dedicated to you now. I will do whatever you want me to do.
You know what?
for literally no reason.
You know what? I do have to say, Jared Leto is the 30 Seconds to Mars singer.
Okay, yeah.
What?
I'm just making sure everybody knew that. Right?
Say that again.
Jared Leto's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
No.
You didn't know this?
Look it up.
Are you?
No. I'm serious. Yeah.
You're the only one with a phone, so.
Trevor is having a real revelation right now. But I want to say that so there's nothing that really there's no story or love story of like why this person is just willing to give everything, even though she has a kid.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a father, whatever. Like it doesn't explain anything, but like obviously there's like it doesn't explain any of their relationship at all throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
She's just a Jared Leto simp.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's what a lot of women are because of 30 Seconds to Mars. I have personally met people that would die for Jared Leto. Like he literally is like,
That's so weird.
he's like a cult leader too.
That's so
Like he
weird.
does like, wasn't he the one that left or was that Matthew McConaughey at the beginning of COVID for like 30 days and he came back and the whole world was different. He's like, what the hell happened? I think it was Jared Leto because he was doing like a cult, like he literally like is a cult leader basically where he like people can pay thousands of dollars to go on this retreat with Jared Leto. Like he's a fucking weird dude, but women will like just give themselves up, do whatever he wants or whatever. Maybe this is just the embodiment of his real life
That's
persona.
awful. Okay, another thing I was gonna say
Yes, ma'am.
is that not only with her and him was it unemotional, but it was unemotional in the fact that he was like, my whole life I'm so mad that I am crippled and I want to do stuff and I can. That was a big theme
And
of
I
the
gotta
movie.
save my friend Milo.
Yeah, but
whose name is actually Lucian.
yeah, that was so weird.
dumb.
But the problem is, it doesn't show him suffering ever. It shows him like
it makes like he looks really weak sometimes.
well, yeah,
And that's about it.
Yeah, the hardest thing was his friend getting beat up with the letter.
But he wasn't even there to see it.
Exactly. And it wasn't like he wasn't there to see it. As far as we know, he didn't get told about it. Nothing happened to him, apparently. You didn't even really see them but be like friends.
Yeah.
You know? He just fixed the thing that one time and they're like, you need to go to a special school. And he was like, okay.
Which, I mean, can we I don't know if it said you need, I think he said the school was going to support his treatments. I think that's what it was. But, I mean, it's obviously Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters is what it was. I don't know why they didn't. Oh, because FX owns those rights. But I mean, School for the Gifted. Come on, people.
What?
We all know what he's talking about.
X-Men?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think he was going there.
What about
No, he
Misfit?
didn't go there, but they sponsored. I think they sponsored him. Which.
What about Mrs. Put School of Peculiar Children?
Mrs. Peregrine's School for Peculiar Children.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's is it Peregrine?
Mrs.
That's such an underrated movie. I wish more people would have seen
It was
that.
a weird movie.
It's
Never
good
seen
though.
Anyway, that's what made me feel just his like apathy toward everything. Maybe.
It is Miss Peregrine.
And like obviously he wasn't apathetic because he like wanted to do this and he cared to do it enough to risk
He
everything.
Became like the world's foremost virologist or something like that.
Yeah, but like it wasn't acted very well in my opinion.
Yeah.
The emotion.
No, terribly.
Yeah.
I don't think this movie was well acted at all. Jared Leto's really the only big actor.
Yeah.
And then I guess the guy from Doctor Who.
Who
if you're
was
a
the
nerd,
doctor? Wait. Is he from Mr. Deeds? He's a newspaper. He's Babe's boss. Mr. Deeds, Babe's boss.
What are you talking about?
Nerd alert!
we got a verified Mr. Deeds nerd that knows a character that's in a minute of the movie.
Trevor, I need you to look it up.
I'm looking it up, but wait, can I hear it again?
Nerd alert!
Straight up rude. Do you know how often you guys nerd out about random stuff? Okay.
Oh, trust me, that's coming back. That's
okay.
gonna be a frequent. That's gonna have to be a frequent sound bit. But are we looking off of
what am I looking
which
up?
doctor?
Okay.
Letterboxd.
The doctor at the beginning.
Oh, his friend. Yeah. Okay. Dr. Nicholas. He was in Ocean's 12. He was in Sherlock Holmes. He was in Lincoln. He was in Mr. Deeds.
Yes.
Who did he play? Who did he play?
I'm positive it's Babe's boss.
Jared Harris. Bay's boss?
Babe.
Babe?
I don't know his name, but he's the boss of the news.
He's just called
place.
Mac McGrath.
Yep.
Is that him?
Mac? Yep.
Look at you go. I'm Matt. Aggressive science.
I feel really proud of myself.
You said
Yeah.
that.
Borat voices will come. Don't worry.
Is there anything else to talk about with this movie?
Oh no, I've been waiting to wrap this up for like 5 minutes.
Let's do it. Let's
But
wrap it
Tristan
up.
had some stuff she needed to get off her chest,
Yeah.
which is totally understandable.
Thank you.
I mean, there were a couple times where I was like,
I'm so sorry, were you still talking? I nodded off a bit.
but you know what? It's fine. She needed to get her thoughts out.
Yeah.
That's also
eventually.
what happened to me during the movie. I was just like, is this scene still happening?
Yeah,
And
right.
I'm kind of falling asleep here, but
Is is like 90% of those just Jack Sparrow quotes.
Okay, I have one more
There's
thing.
a lot, but not all of them. No.
One more thing is that at
Jack
the end
Sparrow's
of
just
the
so
movie,
Right.
you know, I told you. Okay, first of all, the guy. You didn't talk about the guy next to me.
Oh, yes. Okay. We should have done this in general thoughts.
Yeah.
My God, we were sitting next to this guy. I think this is the first movie he's seen in 45 years. Because every single thing that happened, which was not a twist, not a single twist, sorry, I should have had this on me. There was not a single twist that happened in this movie. Not one. Not a single thing happened that was not 100% predictable. And about 50 times throughout the movie, he was like, oh, oh, whoa, oh.
Like loud.
Yes, audibly like the things I can. It's really hard for me to remember everything that happened in this movie because it was so unforgettable.
Yeah.
However, like the things I'm thinking of when he first turns into a vampire and is on the roof, he goes, "Oh," and then when I think another moment was like when the assistant nurse says like is still alive, like it pans back to her and she's breathing even though she was not like hit hard at all.
Yeah.
Like he bit everyone else and then she just got like pushed into a thing, was knocked out. It like shows her breathing in and he was like, oh. And then I'm trying to think of some other moments.
I don't remember, but it
I'm
happened.
pretty sure another moment was when the main villain was a vampire. He again was like, oh, like, literally all of this stuff is seen from a million miles away.
It was
I
so
really
funny.
wish they would have made Milo Doctor Who. I wish they would have made him more attractive as a vampire. Because he like
he looked
was so
all of the vampires
nasty.
were they were both unattractive. What are you talking about?
Well, like because he's like just having a great time and he's like, look at me, I can dance around my apartment all I like now. And then he like would roar. Oh, there's so much roaring in this movie.
Yeah.
Stop with the roaring.
Jared Leto did bulk up a little bit.
Yeah,
If that's
he
not
did.
just CGI. However, he needs to cut that fucking hair. As somebody that has long hair, he has the greasiest, dirtiest, nasty long hair
So
I've ever
I
seen.
follow this guy on TikTok, Vic Blends. He's a barber and he gives people free haircuts on the road.
Excuse me, is he sponsoring this video? Then do not give him a free shout out.
Okay, sorry. But he got to offer Jared Leto a cut and he only let him do his beard.
I'm just saying he needs to shave it.
That's
It looks
so
bad.
funny.
It looks bad. His
His hair's not as luscious as yours, babe.
He's always had long hair, and I think that's just what it is. Is like that's his look, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look good. He doesn't have good long hair.
It's not.
Or do you
It's
disagree?
not thick and luscious. The color is good. I like the color of his hair, but it's not thick and luscious. Your hair is much nicer than his.
Yeah, Easton, you have great, nice, luscious, full hair.
Locks.
With a good hairline, and it's not going
Yeah.
away. Just.
Alrighty then.
Let's go and wrap this up.
Whatever.
Oh, did you still have something else to talk about?
Yeah.
How
One
the hell
more
do you
thing.
You have this is the most Tristan's ever talked about a movie ever.
Which is funny because she complained halfway through and she was like, I don't know if I know enough to talk about this movie with. And
That's
now
Well,
we
listen.
just
This
keep
is
going.
this is what I'm about to say. After this movie was finished, I thought, because I had fallen asleep a little bit, and I was like, man, I feel like I missed something. Like I feel like I fell asleep and I don't, because that can't be the movie. Well, it was. I don't think I missed anything at all.
It's because 2/3 of this movie is just fighting through the sky.
Well, that's like really sad.
Oh, and when he's on the subway platform and he's running at him for like a million years, it kept cutting back to him running in slow motion. And it's like, ah! It was so dumb.
Literally don't
Anyway,
even remember that scene.
Can I give a rating?
No. We are just about to do ratings. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into
I've been
ratings.
dreading this all day.
I like these. Me? 1. 1 out of 5.
Tristan.
I say 1 as well.
I'm right between 1 to 1.5. It's bad, but I think I'll stay with 1. I don't know. Well, this might make it down to the half star. My half stars are really reactionary because The Power of the Dog and the new Space Jam movie was legitimately a half star.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
But
everybody get up. It's time to slam
the Power of the
now.
Dog and Bo Burnham's Inside were 2 reactionary half stars because of how highly they were regarded and how bad they actually were.
Yeah.
It was like a overcorrection, and that's why they're half stars in my letterbox or whatever. But whatever. Okay, well that's our way too long review on Morbius.
Thanks for letting me talk.
Yeah, of course. And thank you guys for listening to us talk about Not the Movie for a solid 20 minutes and then talk about the movie for another maybe 35 minutes. And yeah, make sure to rate and subscribe wherever you listen to the podcast. That helps us out a lot. We have a lot of listeners that have not rated us, and we still love you for listening. Thank you so much. But that would help a lot if you did rate and review us. And I know that's hard because I don't rate and review very often. Because you just listen and then you just move on. But if you can, that'd be great. Make sure to follow us on Twitter to know when new episodes are coming out. And then make sure to go to our YouTube if you want to watch us instead of just listen to our beautiful voices and our very crisp audio that we're slowly upgrading. And next week, if you want to listen to the episode, I believe we are doing, there's Ambulance is probably the one.
Ambulance!
I think
I'm actually really excited for it.
Yeah, Michael Bay, guys. Michael Bay's back.
It's his highest rated movie
Michael
of his
Bay
career.
is back.
He's back.
With Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
The GOAT himself.
There's a lot of stuff coming out next weekend, isn't there?
Yeah. Also, we might also do a bonus episode because everywhere, all the time, all the place at the same time in the world at the same time, whatever the world that movie title is. I was hoping Trevor would be ready for it, but he isn't. That movie by A24, everywhere, all the time.
I check every single day to see if it has come to, if I can get tickets.
It's coming out. It's supposed to be in our theaters next week.
I haven't seen there. Well, they must not have tickets on sale yet. Then.
Well,
I haven't seen anything.
It's supposed. It was supposed to have a worldwide release on the 8th.
Yeah.
Or 8th.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I don't know. Nonetheless, we're probably gonna do Ambulance because it's a big movie, but we've already gone too long in the plugs.
Sonic
so.
the Hedgehog 2 also comes out.
Oh crap!
I still need to watch the first one.
So, yeah. Anyways, tune in next Monday for whatever we have. Maybe you'll watch it, maybe you won't, but you can still listen to us talk about the movie for at least 60% of the time. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Don't call me stupid.
Oh, right! To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people! I've known sheep that could outwit you.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
No, none taken.